Okay, we have some debugging to do, so let's figure out why that node name is being deleted. Let's update these debug messages so they don't collide with the other debug messages that print out the function name. So we'll just add a TQIC : like that. And let's add some of these to our update label text function. Let's put one here. Let's change this update label text. And then we'll also do the same in update label behavior. Update label behavior. And we'll do it inside this onText change because that's that'll be interesting to see when this gets called. So TQC, we'll change this to be label whoops, dot on text changed. All right, let's run it. All right, we'll add some tasks. And let's drag this node here. All right, still, everything looks pretty okay. Let's change this node's name, edit. Okay, this is still empty. And you know what's missing here is this completed property. So that's weird. So let's actually go fix that right now. Let's see, where do we need to go for that? For that, we need to go to the add task button. Is that where it is? Let's see. Somewhere in here, a property is not being added. So TaskQueue item container. Let's see. That would be this. In our add task button, we're not using our create tree function because the create tree function, if we scroll down to where it is, this actually adds the correct property. Okay. So let's get rid of this. We'll get rid of that. And we'll just change this. Instead of task, it will be create tree. And it will be task plus string counter plus plus, like we had before. Okay. So this still has not shown us where our node name's text is being changed. So let's do the same thing in TaskQueue item, where we also respond to tree changes. So let's go to our TaskQueue item component. TaskQueue item, sorry, not TaskQueue item component. And let's re-enable the debug statements in the functions we know that we're using. We know we're going to be using add child. So let's turn this back on here. We know we're going to be using item dropped. So let's turn that on as well. And we know we're going to be using the add child, child added. We're not going to be using that. We know we're going to be using child removed and order changed. And for these, we'll just add the TQI so we can tell them apart from TaskQueue item component. Where was that? Item dropped, there it is. Item dropped, and then also add child. Okay, run it. And let's add 3 nodes, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we'll add one more. Or, yeah, that's actually fine. Let's drag task 2 onto task 0. Okay, let's clear this output, and we'll switch back to the app. All right, and let's edit task 0's name. Okay, so look at how we have task 0 label.onChange, and then the call to update label text does not. So that's really strange. And you know what? I bet this has to do with another deleted this, like we had earlier when trying to reselect the node after dropping it. And we could probably verify this if we turned on the debug statements in the TQI destructor, but to be honest, this whole refer to system is pretty confusing. So I'm not gonna do that and keep hunting. I think it would be nice to just ditch it entirely and use the Lambda to update the tree regardless of if the tree has children or not. So we're going to ditch the whole refer to system. And we did say earlier we were going to try this approach and see if it works or if it fizzles out. So this tells us that it totally fizzles out.